Birds come after me. Birds come after me, as if I were a walking tree. I spread my crown for them, like the mushroom in the Russian children's tale, growing ever wider to shelter birds and bees from rain. I grow many hands, from the legs for the parrots, from the hip for crows, from the belly and the back for the cranes, eagles, kingfishers, and owls, and tiny twigs for sparrows and tree pies. They fruit. My head opens out like a tree top, and bats hang from them, undefined between birdness and beastliness. My hairs blossom, butterflies looking for honey surround my head like a halo. As I watch, each bird turns into a letter, an alphabet of birds. The wind passes between them. They make many noises, order themselves into lines, resound with suggestions, change places, combine to become something else, sing and tell stories. Vanished hills and forests crowd their memory. Dried up pools and streams, roofs and telephone cables with screams passing through them and a scalding grammar of electric current. A tree is a dictionary of leaves, my branches fill with poems, the history of clouds. Spaces. My moon rises in a valley in Damascus, shedding light on the Arabian Nights. My sun sets over the Atlantic, spreading darkness from Lithuania to Liberia. My stars illumine the Pacific, turning each of her islands into gold. My lexicon comes from all over the world, from Iran and China, Portugal and Rome, from Netherlands and Arabia, the solid gravity of Sanskrit over the liquid music of Tamil, a Himalaya in the Mediterranean. My bread comes from Vidarbha, where peasants commit suicide. My water from Ganga, where orphan corpses bob up and down. The song I sing is of the vanishing Nila river, the death I die of the pitch-black Yamuna. I sleep alone, remembering our Syrian driver Khalid of Aleppo. Is he alive still? At times, a homeless Kurd appears in a dream. At times, a Rohingya refugee raises his roofless head. I do not know Gikuyu. I haven't even been to Palestine. I set fire to every proof of my having lived. Only one thought remained in that ash on earth, like a flightless bird. It still lays eggs. One day, one of them may hatch a blazing sun that brightens up my village too. My memories may reappear as its black spots. Only words fall on my begging bowl. Kindness, love, sacrifice, words, the black hole of words. I'm reading a few pieces from my sequence called Reflections. First piece, Those Who Pass. Slowly, slowly they pass by, those who breastfed and put us to bed, who worked hard to send us to school and college, those who scolded and punished us, who revered and envied us, hugged and desired us, those who longed for our death, one by one, slowly, 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 a part of us too passes with them, a small part, a breath, some blood, a bit of pollen. All that we climbed up, we climbed down. All that we climb down, we walk. All that walk, fall. Like leaves, the greener side down, clinging to earth. A breeze blows above us. The memories of those who passed envelop us with the odors of pepper, garlic, wild jasmine. Slowly, we come alive, like some statues coming alive at midnight, loiter along the ancient times and recall that old life line by line through measured verses. The river goes on singing, the primal song of those who do not die. It cuts across the banks like time that has no borders, borderless, slowly, slowly. Another piece. One grief. One grief smells my feet like a puppy, finds I am not his man, and rushes to my neighbor, wagging his tail. A bark, a cry. A joy caresses my cheeks like a kitten, until another grief comes crawling by and winds around to choke me. Another. Then suddenly, I saw myself among the dead, hiding my face in an umbrella in the rain, in a black cloak, like an evening shadow. I wanted to sing a song, a strange song about horses, cranes, and ships, just a song that has neither flowers nor birds, neither sunrises nor love affairs. But my lips had been sewn together, my ears filled with earth. Then suddenly the sun rose. Another. Some things we take. Some things we take. Some we give. Death makes a balance sheet. Heaven is a lie. But hell, yes, it exists. Another. Just now. What happens always is what happens now. Time has no door to enter us except this moment. Valmiki knew this. Vyasa and Homer too. Why, even Dante. But we forget that. So we think infinity is somewhere outside us, and eternity is what we confront only once we die. We can be indifferent to history, but do not expect history to spare us. So let us speak about the rain pouring down this moment in a torrent, this flower blossoming now, this eye opening in front of us, and this blood being shed before our eyes just now. Another. answers. He went on shouting out the answers. But the questions, they went on screaming, "Oh, benevolent one, please look at us at least once." Another, to see, to look. We do not fail to see anything, but we fail to look. We hear, but do not listen. The map of an unknown country painted by a young man's blood on the crowded road. The cry of a woman, as if from a coffin, drowned in the mob's tumult. A piece of adolescent flesh salted with tears from a boy from Arunachal in the platter of meat served in the hotel. The odor of a mother burning among the scents from the flower shop. The manacles of the innocent man, his eyes closed, seated next to the policeman. Only when a gentleman with dark glasses burns our thighs with his cigarette, we stare at him. The last in this series, Had You Been a Poet? This was written when Stephen Hawking, the famous scientist, died. Had you been a poet? To the late Stephen Hawking. World just passed by like a cat, its fur rubbing against you. It did not expect you to discover a theory of everything anyway. The dark matter remains dark even after your entry. This tiny being on this little planet knows only one secret, that secrets are secrets, not that it is no knowledge. Galaxies have been made not by laws alone, but by accidents too, like our own small lives. Definitions have little scope then, whether of karma or of Brahma. Our brain is too small, and universes huge, infinite, mysterious, enough for many generations of philosophers. Universes would have been even without us. They are indifferent to our discoveries. Had you been a poet, you would have understood things better, like Kabir, Allama Prabhu, or Hafiz. Now we shall read the Malayalam original of Walk, Walk. Nadakku, Nadakku. Nadakku, Nadakku, Oppam Nadakku. ഉത്തരം കിട്ടാത്ത ചോദ്യങ്ങൾക്കൊപ്പം നടക്കൂ. മേൽക്കൂരയില്ലാത്ത പാട്ടിനൊപ്പം നടക്കൂ. പുഴ കാണാതായ കുടത്തിനൊപ്പം നടക്കൂ. വെട്ടിവീഴ്ത്തിയ മരത്തിന്റെ ഒടുവിലത്തെ ഇലയ്ക്കൊപ്പം നടക്കൂ. ഒടുവിലത്തെ ഇലയ്ക്കൊപ്പം നടക്കൂ. നിരോധിക്കപ്പെട്ട കവിതയുടെ വ്യഞ്ജനങ്ങൾക്കൊപ്പം നടക്കൂ. കുത്തിച്ചോർത്തിയ ധമനികളിലെ രക്തത്തിനൊപ്പം നടക്കൂ. നടക്കൂ, നടക്കൂ. മുയലിനും പുല്ലിനുമിടയിലെ നിഴലിലൂടെ നടക്കൂ. വാക്കിനും അർത്ഥത്തിനുമിടയിലെ അഗ്നിയിലൂടെ നടക്കൂ. സൂര്യന്റെ സ്വപ്നങ്ങൾക്കൊപ്പം ചുവപ്പണിഞ്ഞു നടക്കൂ. ചന്ദ്രന്റെ ഏകാന്തതയോടൊപ്പം കറുപ്പുടുത്തു നടക്കൂ. കാറ്റിന്റെ ഗതിക്കെതിരെ നടക്കൂ. വെള്ളത്തിന്റെ ഒഴുക്കിന് കുറുകെ നടക്കൂ. നടക്കൂ, നടക്കൂ. മരണത്തിൽ നിന്ന് ജീവിതത്തിലേക്ക് നിറങ്ങളുമായി നടക്കൂ. നീയാകുന്നു ശില്പി, നീ തന്നെ ശില്പവും. നിന്നാൽ മറിഞ്ഞു വീഴും. നിൽക്കാതെ നടക്കൂ. കൊട്ടാരം വിട്ട ബുദ്ധനെപ്പോലെ, കാൽവരി കയറുന്ന യേശുവിനെപ്പോലെ, ദണ്ഡയിലേക്ക് നടക്കുന്ന ഗാന്ധിയെപ്പോലെ തിരിഞ്ഞു നോക്കാതെ നടക്കൂ, നടക്കൂ, നടന്നുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കൂ.